Buckingham Palace shares happy news about Prince Harry that will reassure the people. An announcement from Buckingham Palace about Prince Harry brings hope after years of family tensions. Buckingham Palace has delivered news about Prince Harry that many Britons had been waiting for and that, without a doubt, will help calm tempers after years of tensions. King Charles III's youngest son has once again found himself in the media spotlight, this time because of an announcement that reflects a certain openness from the institution. The move provides relief in a context marked by distance and family disagreements. The news became known after it was confirmed that Harry will return to London in the coming days to take part in the WellChild Awards charity gala. From Buckingham, however, they've indicated that it's most likely the Duke of Sussex will stay at a hotel, as he has done on previous visits. This clarification aims to avoid speculation, although it suggests that the prince's return will take place in a more discreet setting. Nevertheless, sources from the royal household have emphasized that Harry doesn't have the doors closed at the palace and that, if he decides to come closer, he'll be warmly welcomed by his father. In fact, King Charles III himself has made it clear that he won't put up any obstacles. This gesture, though cautious, represents a significant step forward compared to the coldness shown in the past. A symbolic return that could bring Prince Harry and King Charles III closer. Prince Harry's return coincides with a symbolic date, as it marks the anniversary of his grandmother Queen Elizabeth II's passing on September 8, 2022. The timing has led to speculation about a possible rapprochement between father and son during those days. The memory of the late monarch remains a point of unity among the Windsors, even amid tensions. In recent years, Harry almost stopped visiting his country of origin. Family tensions worsened after his controversial interviews with Oprah Winfrey, the contentious Meghan Markle series, and the publication of his memoir Spare. Now, his participation in a charitable event seems to open a window to reconciliation. Buckingham Palace sends a message of calm, open doors for Prince Harry. The Duke of Sussex himself has highlighted the importance of the charity event. In a statement released by his team, he's stressed that for 2 decades the WellChild Awards have recognized the courage of young people with complex illnesses. For the prince, these stories serve as a reminder of the importance of compassion and unity, a message he wanted to emphasize beyond any controversy. Buckingham Palace insists that no grand gestures or striking public events are expected. Instead, they're seeking a sincere and discreet rapprochement that will allow a bond damaged over the years to heal. In any case, confirmation that Harry keeps the doors open at the palace has reassured many, who see in this step a real hope for family reconciliation. Prince Harry will be extremely annoyed over Meghan's latest antics. She's using Archie and Lily as cash cows, expert says. The expert also slammed the Duchess's Netflix deal. Prince Harry will be extremely annoyed by Meghan Markle's decision to use their children to promote her new series, according to a royal expert. The Duchess of Sussex, usually very private with her children, shared snaps of Lilibet and Archie to promote her latest Netflix series. The second series of With Love, Meghan, hit screens last week with the show taking viewers into the Sussexes' kitchen. Starring the likes of Chrissy Teigen and Tan France, the series sees Meghan whipping up family recipes and sweet treats. To promote the latest series, Meghan shared a picture of Archie holding a filming clapperboard and a snap of Lilibet in the director's chair, both with their faces covered. However, royal expert Hugo Vickers revealed that he thinks Harry will be furious with his wife's decision to use the children to promote the series. Hugo, the author of a slew of royal biographies, also claimed that the youngsters might have second thoughts about promoting the series later in life. He said, "He ought to be extremely annoyed. Obviously, I don't know what he thinks, but I think he does what he's told probably. You know, what worries me much more, to be quite honest, is what the children themselves are going to think when they get a little bit older and they realize how they've been exploited. And, of course, they will also realize at a certain point that they've never met their grandfathers and that they have cousins in England who have rather an interesting life, something which they've been kept away from." A third series of With Love, Meghan has yet to be given the green light. The show is part of the Duchess's huge new Netflix deal, which was unveiled in August. Their previous deal had been worth £100 million, but ran out after 5 years. Weighing in on Meghan's Netflix projects, Hugo said, "I mean, all the things that she does seem to me not to be the success that she would have wished for them. And therefore she keeps, you know, coming up with new ideas, reinventing herself, reinventing things. I mean, I've never seen somebody who's changed direction quite so many times as Meghan Markle." Hugo has said that using the children to promote the show is wrong, in his view. Instead, the Sussexes should look to UK prime ministers for an example on how to manage having children when you are in the spotlight. He said, I do think it's wrong. It's wrong for anyone to exploit children, you know. The situation comes with politicians, you know, most of our prime ministers, the only time you see the children are when they're leaving Downing Street, when they sort of take them by the hand and lead them out, you know. Otherwise, they're kept in the background. The Sun has approached Archewell, the Sussexes' non-profit company, for comment. In the series, Meghan revealed that Harry was the first to say, I love you, in their relationship. Meghan said that she realized that she had fallen in love with her now husband while camping in Botswana for their third date. She told Tan France, you really get to know someone when you are in a little tent together and there's what is that out there, is that an elephant, are we going to be safe? The Duchess also opened up about working as a hostess at the now closed Morrible restaurant in Hollywood. She said, remember when I was a hostess at Morrible, on Sunset? It was a great job. He was like, do you want to be a waitress? And I was like, I'm really good at hostessing, that is not my lane. I understand my lane, so no, I will take less tips but do the thing I'm really good at. King Charles's Britain reminded of biggest mistake in discrediting Prince Harry. King Charles's rumored peace talks with Prince Harry are leaving a key aspect out, and this expert has his 2 cents on the matter. Royal commentator Ian Pelham-Turner just sat down with the Daily Express to dish on what he finds to be the biggest problem surrounding King Charles and Prince Harry's rumored peace talks. On a Zoom interview with the outlet, Mr. Turner admitted, Charles has had a great deal of experience, as well, and he's had the Queen to guide him. Most of the time, continuity of monarchy is the most important thing of the lot. In reality, the biggest mistake that anyone from the British side is trying to do to vilify Harry and Meghan, the big mistake is that all it does in Britain is remind people of Harry and Meghan. Near the end of his interview, he also touched on the sheer amount of unsubstantiated chatter that exists against Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. It led him to say, it's just logic. If they laid off Harry and Meghan, there's a lot of books coming out knocking Harry and Meghan again, and what the Queen said, and all this stuff, and what I always say to all of these authors is, name your sources. If this is the case, then name your sources. It's always used as, someone close to the royal family, name your sources. I love the way American media works. You have a much greater depth in naming your sources. I know you protect them at times. I think you have a much more fundamental, cleaner method of journalism.